Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and berries. This is going to be some fun. It's going to be classy. It's going to be luxurious, and we're going to have a good time. And I got to go to the green room and find my guest today. Her name is Kimberly, and somewhere around, I got to go knock first, see if she's ready. Are you?
I'm here. How are you?
Oh, hello. How's your world today?
Absolutely amazing.
Ta-da. And you told me that you're down in Atlanta or just Georgia?
I'm in East Cobb, Georgia, which is a suburb outside of Atlanta.
Okay. How long have you lived down there?
Most of my life I've been in this area, and I've lived in other parts of Georgia as well, in New York City when I attended Baruch and NYU. And New York is one of my favorite cities, so I frequent the city a lot.
I've been there. It's very big.
Yes, New York is awesome. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. And, it was so cool when I first started POSHGLAM. In 2005, I was living in New York in a luxury high-rise building, and everyone was kind of helping each other out. And all of the New Yorkers were really cool and innovative, and tech was really booming. It was a really exciting time to be in New York.
So how long ago was that you got that you actually established this company?
Almost 17 years. So I started sewing when I was 4 years old, and I began creating my own things and having runway fashion birthday parties, having modeling parties for my birthday, and doing that type of thing. And then, as I got older, I started creating my own products and going on the news and training for broadcasting. And in high school, I took a broadcast journalism class where I had like an edit bay of my own. So I had tapes where I produced my own segments and things of that nature. And that's how I fell in love with media and fashion media.
So your whole business, is it about apparel and things like that? You're about luxury. You're about beauty.
We started out as a luxury blog on WordPress, and we're getting hacked all the time on WordPress. We're working with all the major luxury brands of the world, from Hermes to Versace to Gucci to Dolce & Gabbana, and I still hear from them. But we were featuring them online as a luxury social blog. And then I decided to change the site over to a luxury marketplace where people could sell their own garments online. So now I'm attracting these brands to the site as a marketplace where they can upload their own products and sell and use social media to evangelize their brand and interact with one another, a place to quickly connect the fashion industry.
Well, that's pretty cool. So is this kind of like if they were into art, they would showcase their art, but what you're doing is actually showcasing their designs, their fashion
Yeah,
design.
absolutely. Well, I'm an art broker as well with Daunt PR, and I work with like the world's top luxury artists, from Van Gogh to Modigliani to Basquiat. And ultimately, POSHGLAM will also allow emergent artists to showcase their products and upload their art and sell their art in the marketplace as well. We're adding an art tab. So we're in the beginning stages. So we don't have any brands yet. We have an African designer now that's in the marketplace, but he's one of our only designers. And then we also have an artist that's uploading, but we just launched the site this week. So we have flyers out there, and we're attacking the masses and encouraging them to sign up on the site as users, which is social media, and also brands, and interacting with one another.
Technology is always fascinating to me, the innovation that people get into, because like locally here in Minneapolis, there's a company that does bridesmaids dresses, and it worked real good for them because of this pandemic situation. The bride can then get all the measurements for the bridesmaids, send them to this company. They make the dresses and then ship them out to the bridesmaids so that nobody has to go in and make contact. Now, this thing that you're doing, if you got artists involved, would they be able to like come up with certain art and then create fabric with that art on the fabric and then create the design of the dresses and the fashion?
That's a possibility. I mean, we're moving in that direction of like a more innovative marketplace. Right now, what we're allowing is e-commerce. So if you have art, you can take a picture of it and put it online and sell it. Or if you have luxury garments that you've already worn, you can mark it as worn as used. And we're implementing that where if you have luxury garments that are used, you can sell them as well with your social media handle. We've had this in the works for a very long time. Like I said, it's been 17 years. It took us a while to get this website. The technology had to be available and the marketplace had to be ready. But we've been talking this up for a very long time, for like 5 years or so. We finally launched it. We're working the kinks out and we're really excited to get this going.
So is it almost like a, I don't want to use the word consignment, but I just did. Is it that kind of thing, but it's higher level? It's more luxurious brands.
Well, it's not only consignment, it's for the newer brands too. So the newer brands that set up their social profile can upload their products and sell. And then people that have things in their closets can do the same. We're
Okay.
planning on we're planning on taking the company public, which is in the plans from the beginning because I worked for an SEC filings company when I was at Baruch in 2005. So we're planning on taking the company public. And this is something where it allows people that have luxury brands and luxury art to showcase and socialize and quickly connect the fashion industry.
Well, I love that you created something with the website that's the name is pretty simple to remember, just a couple posh glam. You kind of
Thank
brought
you.
those together, and that's almost a. I mean, that's your brand now. You own that domain. It's
Yeah.
yours.
Thank you.
So, are you going into like other countries too, or is it primarily the United
Yeah,
States?
we have poshglam.co.uk, which has been around since the beginning. We have poshglam.fr, poshglam.it, poshglam Canada, Russia. We have the international domain extensions .us, and it redirects them and it helps us attract people from other countries to showcase their products as well, as long as they can ship internationally and interact with people internationally. They'll have a great time on the website and they'll really enjoy the brand immersion and the luxury experience that we're creating online. And there's a gossip tab that will evolve as a form that will replace the blog to a certain extent, that will allow people to upload news and things that they want to offer in terms of nuggets of knowledge and information and interact with one another. The website also allows for messaging and following one another. So it's a social marketplace and it's going to evolve. This is just the beginning. I mean, we're going to continue to implement new improvements in the website and offer new features as we grow. And it's something that we're pretty proud of. It's just the beginning and it's going to be great to populate the site and to see everything flourish.
Will you be doing anything like video interaction, community, like you mentioned, a forum type thing? Will it go beyond just the text? Will it get into
Yeah,
the?
hopefully. I mean, it's not in the immediate plans, but hopefully we will be able to implement video and compete with some of the major players in the space. I think people are looking for that connection, especially with COVID, being at
Yeah.
home or being out and about. They're looking for that social connection from the social media websites. And I feel like we're also humanistic nowadays where we want to reach out and grab people from the internet. We're more you know dis we're more, how do you say, immune to the barriers that were once in place. And
Right.
we are kind of like desensitized to what was once there, the barriers that were once there. And we talk it up, we chat, we interact, we get to know one another, and it's part of the human experience now.
Are you still doing some live events? I know that there's in Las Vegas, isn't there Magic? The isn't
Yeah,
it?
I may go to Magic. My best friend invited me to Magic. I may go to meet the designers. It's a great opportunity to meet the designers as well as like the people on the sourcing side, to get POSHGLAM out there and to really hone in on what we can do with these people and uh really build a connection. I think Magic is a great opportunity for a lot of brands and the business of fashion, which is what we're really into. So I may get a Magic. I may wait and go in August though. So we'll see.
But it does sound like a good place for the designers to get together. Are they very competitive, the designers, or do they stay in
Well,
their
I
own
don't
lane?
find them. I find them to be very inclusive. Like the designers that I've interacted with tend to run in the same circles. The fashion industry is very small. Like the people that I know that interact with, from Beth Ann Hardison to, people like Julie Wilson who wrote for the Huffington Post. I interact with these people online, and I may talk to a designer friend like Monique Lashman who does jewelry, and it's very small. These conversations happen very quickly. The scandals get out there, people talk about it. It's a huge watering hole anyway for conversation. Fashion is very you know, conversational and allows for opinion and critics. And 1 minute you're in, the next minute people are over the particular color you're wearing. Like I'm wearing lime green today, and it was huge during Fashion Week. And I feel like this trend started with Queen Elizabeth with what she wore, with the picture that's so popular with Meghan Markle. But this lime green trend that I'm wearing now will be gone so quickly, and it was huge during Fashion Week. It's going to stick around as a brief staple with the pink and black, but it's just sometimes you're in, sometimes you're out. It's very partial. People, they have their opinions, they have their ways about them. Even the 5-year-olds have a preference. So I mean, it's a very exciting time to be in the fashion industry with so many people supporting and all these vehicles for promotion. But I think it's expensive. It's expensive for the designers to exist in the space, and I think POSHGLAM helps solve the problem of marketing and socializing and having a place to sell. It's an
Mhm.
instant storefront, which is really exciting for us to be able to provide that for them. The storefront, the social immersion, the interaction, and the evolution. We're going to evolve with them. So we're hoping designers will come to the site and sign up with their username as a designer, and then upload product and start selling right away. And interact with the people on the site. If you come to the site, say something to the people that have already joined, and just build a rapport, build a connection. It's all about that connection that people are really searching for. You know what I mean?
Definitely, the relationship, in my opinion, is the that takes the longest time. You can find connections, but are they real connections? And then you got to build that
Absolutely.
commonality, and then it can go on forever and ever and ever, a real long time. Those relationships.
Absolutely. And once you build them, they're so easy to maintain nowadays.
Yeah, and it's so much. It's very important to have your own personal brand, so that when people see you, they recognize you. That's why I use the Magic Brad brand to separate myself from the
Yeah.
Brians and the Brents and the Brandons and the other Brads. So I'm trying to be unique, and that's what people can do. With I'm assuming that when they get on your site and they use a username, they might not use their real name. So then you got to have that username that people know what it is when they see you popping around on the forums and things, right?
Absolutely.
So is there anything that you can share with the viewers that are listening right now as far as how they can get involved with this? Because there might be some people, you're talking about some people that have been in the fashion industry for a long time. What about people that are just kind of getting into it? I've got a couple friends that live in Bali, and their daughter has been traveling with them, and their daughter started her own fashion line, and she had to learn it on her own. So you must have a couple of tips to quantum leap over
Yeah,
some.
that's some hacks. Okay, so if you're doing your own thing, if you're learning fashion, find a good mentor, someone that's in the space that's doing it that doesn't mind helping you. Absolutely, we love hopefuls and aspirational people for the site. Sign up for Posh Glam, follow some people, follow the brands. There's a link on the top left that says social. That's the shops so far, people that have opened shops, but we haven't really launched that yet. That went up last night. The site's going to be changing. So just like you have to relearn Facebook, sometimes you may have to understand that we're changing POSHGLAM
Yeah.
and evolving it. And if you are new and you're a fashion student or you're a hopeful or aspirational fashion person, or you just wear clothes, you wear clothes and you like the interaction, sign up and get your username. Use the username that you use for other social networks on your profile. So either your fashion design name or the name that you use for other social networks, and get your username and start socializing, go right to the gossips and post something. And we really want to populate gossip and the stores. So poke through, spend some time in the site. We're working on populating the site, and you'll find a place of love and interaction, and you really may become one of our more loyal followers. So thank you so much, for your interest, and I'd love to have you on the site.
Well, I'm not a big fashion person myself. My wife loves that kind of stuff. She's got these blingy bracelets. She loves getting these little twinkly bracelets and all that stuff. I don't wear much jewelry. I got my ring on. That's about it.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating industry because it's huge. Have you ever been to Paris?
I haven't been yet. I haven't been to Europe yet. I get kind of sick on planes. And I have
Yeah.
POSHGLAM.fr, and one of my best friends, I met her when she was in Paris, and now she's in Africa. But I was supposed to go visit her there, so I probably will go with her. And I
Isn't
haven't
Paris
been
kind of like
yet.
the fashion place?
It is, and I plan on going after COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, Kimberly, I don't like do these too long. I like to keep them short so people can consume it all. And then what I'm going to do is I'll pick this video. It's on YouTube, and I'll propagate it out and do some keyword, stuff like that, SEO and all that. And get it out to the people that are interested in fashion. So I'm going to pop you into the green room, and we can chat after. But other than that, I'm going to close this off and beam it up to the universe. Okay?
Thank you, Magic Brad. I appreciate everything for the interview and all of the interest.
Thank you, Kimberly. Well, there you go. It's right here, poshglam.com. Easy enough to remember, posh and glam together.com. Simple enough. Go there, check it out, become a user on there, and create yourself an account, populate it. So that's all I've got for now. Peace, love, and happiness. This is Magic Brad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be nice, be nice. See you later. Bye.